You got to be kidding. Obama referred to himself 92 times in his 38-minute speech. And by the way, that doesn't include the stammers. Or if you break it down, that's an average of once every 24.7 seconds, he was talking about, well, his glorious self. Joining us tonight, Lawrence Jones, the editor-in-chief of Campus Reform. Also with us, Gina and Lawrence, political analyst, member of the President's Media Advisory Board, the author of Mad Politics. Great to have you with us. We recommend Gina's book to you highly. And it's
Thanks,
great to see you both. Let me start, Gina, with how you doing, Lawrence? Let's start with those Obama references. I don't want to visit his mind, but I, for the life of me, cannot figure out why a man would talk more about himself in the first person. I mean, that's just crazy what he was doing.
Well, Lou, there's a legacy to hang your hat on. You can talk more about yourself than any former president ever in the history of presidents. I mean, he needed something, Lou. This president, President Trump, has set about, not intentionally, but just organically dismantling everything that Obama did, because what Obama did wasn't the kind of thing that was long-lasting and supported by the American people and the base out there. And President Trump, on the other hand, has gone through and systematically made things the way that he promised they would be when he made his promises during his election and intended to keep them. Promises made, promises kept, and he's just promised, Lawrence, that he is not going to permit that caravan to cross the border. And he will use as many troops as necessary if it comes to that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Lou, you know, I'm a reasonable guy. I support immigration reform, but you can't do it like this. You can't just cross the border. Many of these men are crossing the border with the flags of the country that they're fleeing, asking for asylum. They're fighting Border Patrol agents.
Asylum, Lawrence.
Demanding it, but meanwhile, they won't fight for their own country. I mean, Lou, I can only put myself in a position if America was in a position where our government was corrupt. I can't see myself leaving my family and not fighting for it. And so the president has to do something, but Congress has to do something. I saw Matt Gaetz come on the program before us. What are you guys doing there? You asked us for the House. You asked us for the Senate. We gave you a president of the United States, and you still can't secure the border? This is not just about the border wall. It's about the border wall system. It's about getting those agents on the ground the resources that they need to keep Americans safe. We shouldn't have to deploy the military to secure our border.
Well, as you suggest, Matt Gaetz is part of the solution. He and Congressman Jordan, Devin Nunes, Mark Meadows, and others. But when you have a Democratic Party combined with a Chamber of Commerce working for one thing and one thing only, and that's open borders and as many. And let's call it what it is. This is about cheap labor in this country.
Yeah, that's crony capitalism, Lou. That's crony capitalism. That's not capitalism.
To me, it's even worse than that. It's treason, and they've been carrying it out successfully for 2 decades, Gina. How do you think this is going to play in the midterms, Gina?
Well, I think Americans realize that since they've decided they won't vote for Democrats, the Democrats have decided they will import foreign votes. And Lou, this isn't about this caravan. There are 179 million more, according to Gallup, from Central America and the Caribbean who plan to come right behind them. This is an invasion, just as the president said. And meanwhile, 730,000.
I'm sorry, we're flat out of time. I apologize.
Okay, no worries.
And Lawrence, you get the last 15 seconds.
Well, I tell you this, they better do something. I know they come on TV and they make a lot of promises, but even the guys that are on our side, they don't get a pass, Lou. They got to get bills to the floor to secure this border.
Yeah, we haven't got time for that. Thank God we've got a president who can lead. Thanks for being with us, Lawrence.
Right.
Thanks so much.
Lou.
Gina, thank you.